Hello and welcome to Nismo TV News, the not at all weekly YouTube show covering all things Nissan in motorsport. Well, we announced it here on Nismo TV exclusively a little while ago, but it's ready and it's on track testing at Fuji Speedway. It is the new Nissan GT-R GT3. Details about the car are still top secret, but as you can see in these pictures, there's been some big aerodynamic changes all around the car, lots of little details. Now, Yanagida-san, Takaboshi-san and Michael Crum have been pounding around the circuits of Japan in this new machine. That will be in action later this year, though I think it probably won't race, but it may be at the Nismo Festival in late November. So stay tuned for all the news about that new model. It's the week in Nismo and it has been a challenging time at Silverstone in the Blancpain Endurance Series for the Nissan Motorsports team. Both Nissan GT-Rs came mid-pack in the race in the end, but Chiyo-san just lost out on a top 10 finish in the number 23 car because he exceeded the maximum allowed driver time by 14 seconds. Sounds a bit harsh to me, but rules are rules, and that saw the car come in 16th position. Now, we followed the crew of the number 23 car through the race weekend at Silverstone, particularly Alex Buncombe, and you can see what went on there, including a moment where Alex got a little bit angry. He saw a bit of rage and there was some steering wheel thumping going on. So click the link and stay tuned because that was well worth watching. SuperGT live and in full here on Nismo TV. The fantastic racing series from Japan will be going to Autopolis for the first time in a couple of seasons because of the terrible damage suffered to that area in the earthquake last year. The number 23 Nissan GT-R GT500 will be looking to improve on its 4th position last time out, and in the GT300 class, the Nissan GT-R GT3s will be looking to get their first race win of the season. If you want to know what time that race is live and on this stream, have a look on your screen right now. If you've not watched SuperGT on Nismo TV before, then you are in for a treat. It's a fully interactive experience with the live chat on YouTube. We'll be interacting with you on there. You can interact with each other. We'll be reading out your comments and, of course, some of your insults. But it's great. When I say we, who else is going to be in the studio with me for Autopolis? Well, you may remember her from such racing series as the Blancpain Endurance Series. It's Dakota Jane! This is going to be a lot of fun. It's time for your comments. As I said many times, we like to read your comments on this channel and we read them out, and we'll be reading them out right now. Monto Sunify, whoever he is, says, "Damn, I know the drivers sit low in the cockpit, but I never knew it was that low." He's talking about the seating position of drivers in GT3s and GT500 cars. Well, I've sat in those cars, and what I might say is racing drivers are short. That's why they look so low. But they actually do sit right down on the floor, and it is very low. And for some smaller drivers, it's actually quite hard to see out of the car. Meanwhile, MMS, which I thought was a type of digital messaging service, says it's Okayama, not Okayama. Ricardo Rolando says, "What is the top speed of the Super GT cars and what is the difference in speed between them and the GT3? Well, Rolando, or Eckhard, indeed, the GT3 cars that you see in Super GT are exactly the same as the Super GT cars you see in the GT300 category at Fuji Speedway. And you can see the speed differential in the race coverage elsewhere on this TV channel. The GT500 cars top out at somewhere between 315 to 320 kph at Fuji Speedway, the highest speed in Japan. How fast could they go? Not sure. They're designed to go around corners, not down a drag strip. But they are very, very fast. And they will match an LMP1 car in most conditions and certainly outperform an LMP2. Meanwhile, Attila Vidac says, "That wing is massive." Yes, Attila, it is. Coming up, action down under, which is usually quite a good thing. And in this case, it's the Supercars Championship from Australia. The Nissan Altima V8s are going to be in action at their home track, Winton Motor Speedway. Meanwhile, in North America, the always evolving AIM Nissan GT-R GT3s will be in action again in the PWC Championship, racing at Toronto. But more importantly, on the bill in the same race will be the Micra Cup, the highlight of everybody's racing season. So, join us here on Nismo TV for SuperGT or future Blancpain Endurance Series races, and put in the comments below this very channel what you'd like to see on Nismo TV. We'll try and make it all happen for you. Interviews, comments, excitement and race coverage. Stay tuned and hit subscribe. This was Nismo TV News. 2. Meanwhile, Attila Vidac says, that wing is massive. Yes, Attila, it is. Alexander Mishkov says, well, damn you, Mishkov.